Hey friends, morning. This is the Simple Life of CC, and today I'm going to harvest some of my herbs that are on my apartment patio. So let's get to it. I didn't normally grow all the other herbs that I do each year. Just stuck to three basic ones. So I have parsley, mint, and basil. And what I'm going to do is cut them off, dry them, wash them and then dry them in the oven at 170 degrees until they're crispy and crunchy and they break apart easily. And then I'll put them in little glass containers and use them throughout the year. The mint I like to use as a tea, so I'll put it in a little tea ball and make some tea, which is really good for the digestive system. So let's get to it. And mint, as you know, grows phenomenally and it spreads. Sorry, I can't say that, phenomenally. But, so I'm going to cut off bits and pieces here. I'll take it off the stem. Oh, it smells so fresh, guys. Wish you could smell it. Some basil. I'll just rip these off this way. Good to do this after a rain too, just because it washes the elements off the leaves. It hasn't rained for a long time, but just looking at these plants, I don't see any bugs, but we still like to do a wash anyway. Parsley. And then I'll wait for this to grow and I'll just keep adding to my spice jars. So over the summer I should have a good quantity here. Alright, that's a good chunk. Will go in the house. I'll wash them, dry them off, and lay them on a cookie sheet and let them dry. Have a great day, guys. Bye. Okay, so I have my leaves washed and dried and I put them on a cookie sheet. I kind of keep them categorized together so when they dry I know what they are, and right here you can tell I have the mint on the top, which is a darker green leaf, and then I have the basil and then some parsley. So I'm going to put this in the oven at 170 degrees, which is the lowest that your oven goes to. I'm going to put them in for about 30 minutes. And I'm going to keep an eye on them because the parsley leaf is a lot thinner than, say, the basil, so they might get done faster. So again, you want a crunchiness where they just crumble in your fingers, that they're all dried. Otherwise you would get I don't know what you want to say, like mold or salmonella. So you want to make sure they're dried all the way. So into the oven they go. See you in a moment. All right, guys, let's take a look. They are out of the oven. It's been about a half hour. They really shrunk in size. They're nice and crispy. Hold on one second. My daughter's here to drop off my grandson. I'll be right back with you. Okay, we are back in business here. So I'm just letting these cool here for a little bit. The pan is a little bit warm, nothing much because it was only set at 170 degrees. It was about 30 minutes. Everything feels really crisp. I have my jars out for my mint. And I have a variety of jars. These jars I just pick up at like thrift shops or garage sales, Old Spice things, and then I just repurpose them. So they come in handy. I probably have about 12 different ones. I also use them for paints, things like that. You just want to make sure that they have a rubber inside so they stay sealed. But use it just like a regular spice thing. I also have my food grade funnel if you need it. And also what I wanted to show you when I label, this doesn't have to be expensive, guys. You can use masking tape for labels, such as this here. These are just labels I got at the thrift store, just to show you little inkjet labels here. Look, I paid $1, like for 700 labels. You can't go wrong. So I use them for multi-purpose things. So anyway, let's start with the, let me turn the light on here. We'll start with the mint. And I just want you to hear the crackle. I don't know if you can hear that, but you want it to be crisp, so it just breaks apart in your hand. And just put the mint in there. You can use the funnel. And these shrink up really, really tiny, all these little leaves. All right, so that's the mint. And again, that's how much I have, and I just keep adding and adding as I cut stuff off. And again, I use that for tea. And this is the basil, so we'll do the basil now. Again, crispy. You can hear it. You can crunch it up as small as you like. And the parsley, I am just putting, this is kind of like a catch-all one. It's parsley, basil, and oregano. Just makes a nice little blend, so we'll just put that in here for now. Because I have a lot of parsley that I bought from the store like last year, but when it's in the garden and it's fresh, it is just awesome. It's so simple, guys, to make your own herbs. Anyone can do this. Get a little pot, plant some. You can grow it in your apartment like we do. So, look at that fresh green basil. Or not basil, but parsley in there. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this little segment on how to dry herbs in your apartment. Have a great day. Bye.